Hi, welcome to rmwraps. My name is Randy Miller, and I'll be talking to you about working standards that I have, tools I use, the internet, the apps I use, and everything. First of all, there's lots of things that I do behind the scenes. For instance, if you're in a business and you travel a lot, I would use Mile IQ app, and it records everything. And I'm going to be talking to you about that later, but that's one app that definitely do when you travel or when you have a construction business or anything like that. It records every little mile you put, and you can put personal or business, and it gets really in depth. And definitely check out Mile IQ. And so the other apps I use is Trello, and that it's like a note taking, and you can if you just type in Trello.com, there's a lot more information. I'm gonna make a videos on that too. Evernote, and what else is there? Google Photos, and those are a lot of main tools that I use right there for my business. Prime example, when I get done with a job site, I actually, you know what? Let me read. This is the leftover material, so I don't keep any stock or anything left on here, and I request the people, the customers, that they put it in a dry environment, temperature controlled. So if it ever gets damaged on like they kick it or knife drops and cuts completely through it, they can patch it up with this extra material. I'm gonna leave them a little bit more material. Next is, if I am, prime example is right here. I ran out of material, so what I need to do, I have a account on Trello and a job site on Trello. So what I do is I take pictures and videos and all the notes and everything on Trello. So in Trello, before I go to the job, I know exactly what I need to bring as tools, and it's all listed on Trello before I even go to the job site. The next thing is, when you put it on Trello, you can take a pictures of it, and then, for instance, on Trello you can make alerts. So when I put this on Trello, I take notes before I leave a job site, even before, if I'm not totally done with the job site or I'm done with the day. I always put notes at the end of the day. Okay, I need this tool, I need this, a little more vinyl for this project, or anything like that. And then in the beginning of the day, I go to Trello and I check that out, or I check what tools I need, and whatever I need next on Trello. The next foremost is the most important. If there's anything that I messed up, or if it needs to be fixed or anything like this, is a prime example. I was putting the screws in, and then all of a sudden it went plop. So on Trello, I put I need a screw, a magnet, and just put the magnet in there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the screw is right down there. I took a picture of that. I took a picture of that. My finger holding just like that, and that reminds me, oh, I need to get that tool to get that screw. Other than that, that's all. That's one of the few things that I do for being organized for my business, is those simple tools, but definitely helps you out. So like, again, I highly recommend using Trello. Also on Evernote, you have to check out Evernote. And so when I'm on a job site, I put all the information on Trello, like the measurements and everything like that. On Evernote, I can do the same thing. Also record audio for up to like an hour and a half. Take pictures and all kinds of things. Speaking of pictures, I know this is long, but speaking of pictures, I take pictures of before, after, and even in the middle of the projects, how much I've done, and then I put it all on Google Photos. Well, Google Photos does great because it records the time, actually records the location, and it just records everything. So I do videos and pictures and put it on Google Photos, and then upload them to Trello. Everything is organized and recorded. How much material I used and how long it took, and and that's one of the few steps I take. If you got techniques or apps that you guys use, please share them. I like to know what is the best way to do things. The RM Wraps is a growing business, and I'm learning as I'm going. And I appreciate that if you put your little inputs in, that'll be great. How do you do your business? And if you can make a video and link it to or put it on my channel, and I can send it to you guys, or interlink it basically. But I'm learning as I'm going. But these are the standards in my business, and this is what I'm going to be showing to the future installers, also the future customers. And also another thing is, after every job, I send the customers, if they have the email, I send the customers the Google Drive folder with the images, pictures, invoices, and any notes I have on there, and I share it to them so they can see it. And if they have any questions, or if something happened and I say, well, I took pictures of it, that didn't happen when I was there, but we can fix it, or whatever. It just kind of saves my butt, or saves the RM Wraps business on a few things, but also secures and shows the customer that I am more serious and more hardcore on recording and organizing everything. Alright guys, my name is Randy Miller. This is RM Wraps. You can see more stuff on the rmwrapsstore.com. The custom stuff, the custom free fun stuff, is on the rmwraps.com. You can see refrigerator wraps, or you can actually wrap mini fridges and door wraps and stuff like that. This is another level of the RM Wraps business. Alright, thanks guys, and I'll talk to you soon.